Today, I'm going to be 100%ing Sonic Superstars. This includes the full story, hard mode, and getting every achievement in the game, which only 0.6% of players do because some of them are really difficult. So, let's dive in. Clear a stage with a friend. Oh no, man, I don't have any of those. I really enjoyed the first run through Bridge Island. Specifically, the second act was absolutely gorgeous. I caught myself wondering if running these levels over and over again for achievements would even get old at all, just because of how clean the movement is and how good the environments look. We all know the answer to that, but a man can dream. I picked up the first Chaos Emerald and beeline to the first Eggman fight, which went pretty well. Boy. Alright, and then that's the attack window. Okay. I'm nervous, dude. Wow, there's a lot of... Oh my god! Ring collector already. Alright. Speed Jungle Act 1 was so much fun. There's just something about grinding on vines that's ridiculously satisfying. Hey, you son of a bitch! What do you mean? I will remove your species from this planet. Fuck! They said I should just get out while I could. But I went back in anyways. And then I found this. Hey, there we go. I'm rich. Look at me go. 3 down, 97 to go. More on that later. The first act boss was easy to figure out. Oh, I see now. We use his own thing to punch him in the gab. I got you. Yeah. Well, that was whelming. Hey, there we go. We got our boy. All right. Act 2 is mostly more of the same. I could have done without this feathered circle crop to take away vision, but otherwise it was just another run through an environment that I enjoyed a lot. I also managed to get the second Chaos Emerald, which was bullet. Sonic fucking shoots a gun. He just pulls out a Glock and kills Eggman. Live on video. Ooh, interesting. Oh, you can aim it. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Wait a second. I love it. The second act boss was also pretty easy. Just make him hit himself. Ah, there we go. Sick. Sky levels are so sick in Sonic games. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like something about just floating around with all the like cool architecture and then this. You know, whole not dying thing. That's pretty cool. Chaos Emerald 3 was an easy get, and it makes platforms for you. I guess that's cool. But you know what else is cool? Subscribing to the channel. It helps me support my son in his pursuit of being a professional mixed martial artist. So, thanks in advance. Eventually, you get pretty high up in the sky and just start platforming through a tornado. I'm sorry, but that's just badass. This is exactly the kind of ingenuity and platforming that I expect from Sonic games, and I have to say, I'm really glad that this game does that and gets to that level quite a few times. Now, it can't be a perfect level. It does spit you out into the first annoying boss fight in the game, where you need to wait through this entire section over and over again before you can actually hit him. Something I realized later on in the game is that this would be the reason I hated quite a few bosses. When you have to run through the first phases of a boss fight that artificially takes a long time just to get to the part that you actually need to practice and do it over and over again, it gets really annoying. Especially when there's no way to make it quicker by using emerald powers, which just so happens to be the case with this boss. I'm ranting a bit, and it doesn't happen too much with this boss because there isn't a second phase you have to worry about, but I think that you're going to see what I'm talking about later on in the game. There we go. Sky Temple down. Low? Oh, it's just a full-on pinball level. Okay. I'm a big fan of pinball levels in Sonic the Hedgehog, and after the nightmare that was Pinball and Frontiers, I'm happy to report that Superstars returned to form and making pinball levels actually fun again. We needed this, okay? Unfortunately, this is the first Chaos Emerald I missed, and I actually didn't get any more Chaos Emeralds until after I beat normal mode. So yeah, not the best idea, but we made it work. Hello? Ah! The boss is barely worth mentioning, to be completely honest. And I will say Act 2 is a little bit of a letdown compared to Act 1. A lot of standing and waiting around on these. Don't get me wrong, it was still a fun stage, but I wasn't in awe as much as Act 1, you know? The boss was actually well made and interesting, and I completely ignored the mechanics and killed him with powers. Sonic clones, you got this, brothers. You got this, brothers. Go, go, go. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Man, This game is so fun, dude. I wonder if the 100% is going to be as fun. That's my real question here. Ah, yes. I too just dive into the sewer system without knowing what's ahead. That is a very smart idea. Lagoon City has water slides everywhere, bro. This shit is amazing. I wish that was me. This game makes me feel like I felt like playing Sonic Advance as a kid. I can't really put my finger on why, but it just does. I think I'm gonna do a playthrough of those games pretty soon on the channel too, so keep an eye out for that. The boss was honestly garbage, but it'll be really important for achievements later on, so I can forgive that. Amy's level started off strong too. We can bonk the fruits! Look, I'm a simple man. I like bonking fruit and poorly made DeviantArt pictures of Rouge. Don't judge me. So the level's made to be able to be played by other characters. Oh my god, she just... Where were you when Amy ran on water? Amy, is there something you're not telling us? Is Amy Jesus Christ? That's canon. That's canon for me. Oh, look. This is Act 2 in a nutshell.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
And the boss is one of the better ones in the game if we're being honest. I'm getting immersion blended. Oh, and then it shoots you upwards. That's so cool, actually. I like it. I'm a huge fan of this boss. I wasn't, and now I am. I've made the switch up. I am now a huge fan. Eggman, you have outdone yourself. Maybe Eggman was right all along, perhaps? Fortunately for him, I'm a vindictive son of a bitch. Hey, we got there with 0 rings. So yeah, by this point, Superstars had totally won me over. This level was fun. The boss fight was a little tedious, but not too bad. And then we were on to Press Factory. And that was the only clip worth showing you from Press Factory. Actually, I lied. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? Ah, Chicken, look at him! Look at him! Look at him! Cock. On to Press Factory 2, which some call the Godfather 2 of Sonic levels. Better than the first in every way. If you don't stop the whole stage from exploding by jumping on these buttons, you fucking explode. How sick is that? Like I said, I am a simple man. The movement in this level is great. The visuals are fantastic. The button mechanic raises the stakes. It's just a great level of classic Sonic. They almost made something that's like as panic-inducing as that dun 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 dun, you know, the drowning sound. Like, they made something that's like almost as panic-inducing as the drowning sound. That is insane. They've managed to almost outdo themselves. I wouldn't say it's quite there, but it is damn close. Oh, I'm dead. No! I feel like I'm missing something with this fight. Oh, I have powers. Why do I keep forgetting that I have powers, man? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Boom. Fucking bam, dude. What am I supposed to do about this? Holy shit. All right. No, we got him. Never mind. Okay. With powers, not bad at all. He's just running. Look at him go. Wait, where did he... Hold on. Where did he go? Did he just... After the death of our favorite rotund bald man, we moved on to the Golden Capital 1, which was kind of boring. I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me visually or gameplay-wise. Even the music was boring. And that's not something I'm going to touch on much in this video because I feel like I like to focus more on the whole completion side of things, but the music was really hit or miss. The first time the stage flipped was kind of cool, but otherwise, I got to the easiest boss in the game by far. Here it is in full. Okay, then. Is he supposed to be doing damage off the front like that? Or is... Did I figure something out? Why... That feels like it was not intended to be beaten that way. Stage Knuckles was my first introduction to Knuckles, and he just kind of feels weird to me. And I can't totally put my finger on why. Also, this level was pretty boring and annoying too. Shout out to these bounce pads. Go fuck yourself, genuinely. Act 2 was more of the same until you get to the Lava Ocean section that was admittedly pretty frustrating to control. Something I take a lot of issue with in this game is the aerial movement. It just feels wrong a lot of the time. You should be able to fly around the screen without being influenced by the screen screen movement itself, but that's not the case. And it's something that comes back to ruin the rest of the level later on. But there are parts that function properly too. It's inconsistent and feels bad, and I wish they wouldn't have done it this way. The Fang fight here is maybe my least favorite fight in the game, or close to it. The aerial movement sucks, the controls suck, the camera in this part makes it hard to dodge when it would have been otherwise really easy, and in phase 2 it can be really difficult to actually hit him instead of taking damage randomly. They're gonna move. Yep. Kind of figured. Uh-oh. Fuck! This boss fight is just straight up not fun. Yes, sir. Did we get the Chaos Emeralds or not? You know? Did we get them or not? Okay. Well, that answers my question. Trip. No! Bro. What? Excuse me? What? What? Trip the magical dragon? Hello? That was a plot twist I honestly wasn't expecting. I thought that was just a robot like the robots that Eggman has in like Lost World and stuff. Wild. Ooh, I love that intro. Wait, that was so cool. I love the aesthetic of this level. Let's see if it holds up like actual level design wise. Okay, dude. I'm freaking out a little bit. This is really cool. I haven't seen any of this. This is awesome. The aesthetic is so good. There are a few unique gameplay mechanics. What is happening? I'm a bunny. Oh no, I'm a mouse. Oh my God, wait. And the cats are trying to kill me. Woo! You can turn into a rocket. That was actually fun. Okay, boss fight time. The boss for this level, though, is a whole different story. Well, immediately gets hit by the first attack. That is a certified gamer move right there. Phase 1, you just have to get used to the 2 attacks the robot has. It's a little funky, but didn't take too long to get down. In phase 2, he gets a jetpack that shoots lasers, and he'll just charge you. And after you hit him a few times, you win. Hey, there we go. Trick question, bitch. There's another fight. Go fuck yourself. No! No! Okay, I've come to the conclusion that I need to start using my emerald powers, because I just have not been using them, and it's making all of the bosses significantly more difficult than they need to be, I think. Bonk him right on the nog. Hey, he's dead just because I used my powers. Hey, it's really funny when you use an actual core gameplay mechanic that they've been like trying to just slam into your head exists over and over again, then it tends to make things a little easier. I spent like an hour trying to beat that boss. Tails! I gotta try Tails. I hope that he's as fun as Amy is and not as weird as Knuckles is. True Tails fashion, I will be floating through this entire level. I like this area. I like the conveyor belts. Man, I'm so simple when it comes to this stuff, dude. Ah! It's like, if there are just fun interactions with the stage, I'm like, you know what? Hey, looks good to me. Feels like there's something up here they don't want me to have. By they, who do I mean? I mean the deep state, obviously. Trying to keep me from playing Sonic, obviously, as they do. It's more likely than you think. Woo! Wee, dude! Oh my god! Tails is really fun to control, and Frozen Base is such a good level. After a few underwhelming levels in the middle of the game, it feels like they really found their footing towards the end. Tails is so cute in this game. Oh my god. Oh, Space Invaders! Frozen Base 2 is a little weird, but a fun shoot-'em-up level that changes things up from the rest of the game. I like it. Hey, look at us go. We destroyed a satellite. Some kid in rural Iowa is gonna get fucked up when that meteor's into his house. All right, now on to Egg Fortress. That's a final level. Starting out with a fast-paced techno track leading into a destroyed room where you have to take out some lasers, a zero-gravity section where you jump off of walls to get to the next spot, and a section that slowly builds as you run through it, and then... All right, boss fight time, baby. Let's get it. Ah, Eggman just breaking the fabric of space and time. Typical Eggman things, you know how it be. Act 2 almost feels better than Act 1, which is crazy. Huh? Egg Fortress Zone Act 2. Wait, why did... Oh, it's counting down. Oh no, we have to get out. Oh god, he's bombing the place. He's gonna blow this shit up. Oh my god, dude. He's gonna blow it up. Oh no. This is crazy. Like, what a cool concept. That they had to make sure that this level worked backwards and forwards, you know? This level is mostly fantastic, apart from the few annoying glitches with falling platforms, which I can excuse because this is in fact a Sonic game. Then, the final boss. But not the final boss. Or the final boss. We'll get to those nightmares later. This is the saga of the Egg Mech. Enjoy. Why is he gonna block him? Oh, you have to hit him from behind. I understand now. Holy shit, dude! Oh! He's cracked! Wait a second, that was sick. Panic, panic, panic. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean? Boy, don't love that. Oh, oh! Oh my god. Okay, dude. I'm too fast for you. Simply put, I am too fast because I gotta. Okay. It's gotta be this way. Yes, sir! This kills the Eggman. Well, no, apparently not. He's just mad. He's just mad. He's throwing a temper tantrum. Guys? What the f... Huh? Huh? Ah. You gotta bonk him on the head there. I see. He gets smacked in the head with those guys. Wait a second. He's actually eating hits right now. No! Oh, shit, buddy. 0 rings. Oh, my God. This is my second try. It took me 6 minutes. I'm surprised. I thought for sure that I was gonna die when I hit him, but his hitbox was open. Sick. I like Trip as a new character. Like, that is... It's cool. They added a new character in a cool style. That was fun. That was a fun game. I bet there's nothing else afterwards and we are finished with the 100% now. There's a long way to go, so strap in. First, I went to check if there were proper rankings for time attack on each stage, and there isn't, which seems like a pretty odd choice to me, but whatever. Not having to grind S-rank times in some of these levels is probably a good thing. So, on to Trip's story. I've heard this is really difficult, so let's just see how it is. Trip's story is a mostly well-done hard mode for the game. We're not going to go over everything here because a lot of the stages are just slightly more difficult versions of the normal mode, but there are some pretty noteworthy changes throughout. The first levels were pretty easy. The bosses were leveled up a bit, but not too bad. I finally got my 4th Chaos Emerald, and turns out I needed to get the rest of them to continue, so I went and knocked that out too. Again, I gotta give props to the Sonic team here because Pinball Carnival Act 1 was definitely harder and still really fun to clear. With my Emerald powers in hand, I started running through each stage as fast as I could. Sure, there were some hiccups like this boss, but with some practice, nothing was too big of a challenge. For a while. Anyways, when I got to this Fang fight, I got knocked to 0 rings early in phase 2, which was really stressful. But I clutched out the win in the end. Oh my god, yes. Holy shit, dude. My hands are sweating so bad. 8-bit trip is really cool, and I managed to first try the boss after practicing so much in normal mode. Frozen Base Act 1 was extremely fast to fully clear, Act 2 didn't take much longer, and Act 3 fell shortly after. I was prepared for the Egg Fortress to take a long time as well, but it really wasn't too bad with all of my powers, and with Trip's double jump. Doing the same thing in reverse with Act 2 was just as doable. Now in the tier list of video game boss difficulty, I have to say that Sonic bosses usually fall under Dark Souls and above a typical Pokemon gym leader. So I wasn't expecting much here. You probably already know how this went, so let's just rip the band-aid off. I died to Fang a lot. The first phase isn't so bad. After a few runs, you just dodge these missiles, hit the real ship here, and then go under him and hit him easy, because he doesn't attack behind him. Nice, we blew him up. All right, that can't be it, right? He's gonna come back with a bigger one, right? Oh, no, yeah, for sure. Silly me. Thinking that I beat the boss. Yeah, no. Oh, God. Do I just die? What the fuck? So yeah, that's phase 2. More instant kills, and it's time to grind. And to say it was a grind would be an understatement. I died so many times. Admittedly, I did get pretty tilted at this point. It'd take 3 to 5 minutes every time you got to phase 2. There were a few instant kill moves you had to get good at dodging. It just isn't a fun fight. Still, after a while, I got used to the instant kill move he has in phase 2, and then just kept dying over and over again because this boss is really hard, dude. I thought I'd seen everything when this move randomly happened toward the end of my farthest run yet and killed me. But after hours of practice, I finally managed to get the last hit in and take down the final boss. Holy shit, dude. Finally. Oh my God. Oh, it's been hours, man. And it's not even like Dark Souls hard where it's fun. It just was shit. Fucking die, you bitch. Oh my God. I hope Fang died, dude. I hope Fang died. I hope he blew the fuck up. That's so cute. Yep, that was the actual final boss, except it wasn't. The final boss, for real this time, is a big-ass dragon that does big-ass dragon things. Now, from the very beginning of this fight, I took every hit seriously with this guy, and as it turns out, I really didn't need to, which took me a lot longer to figure out than I care to admit. The worst part, my first run was the literal God run, and dude, watching this back is so frustrating. At one point, I was up to 136 rings. Over 2 minutes of rings just sitting there. I stumbled my way into phase 2, but eventually lost because I just didn't know what to do. Over the next hour, I lost in every way you can think of, but eventually I got a solid run going into phase 2. I dodged the hands, went through the energy donuts, evaded the fireballs, took out his meteors, ran from the death beam, and finally, the true boss was down for good. Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh my God, I did it! Let's go! And there's a cute ending. And with that out of the way, it was time for some achievement hunting. We are 58% of the way through all the trophies, so we gotta get started on those. I knocked out a fruit stage for Fruity Frontier, a 600 ring completion for Fruit Aficionado, which was actually pretty difficult. Thank God, dude. Final try. Holy shit. My next stage clear got me 10,000 rings total for Ring King. I cleared Amy's stage with over 100 fruit for Fruitful Endeavor. Went hitless through this stage for Zap Scrap Star. Hey, hitless. Nice. Did a stage with an unused second controller for Buddy Bond. Yes, I know how sad that sounds. Okay, let's do defeat the gold enemies in all stages because that seems like it's going to be a grind. Understatement of the century. Going through every stage for golden enemies was pretty miserable. If I'm being honest, I would have rather had to do S ranks and red rings. Some stages were pretty easy, some were hard, but the most difficult part was not dying a single time after you killed the golden enemy. If you die at any point, clearing the stage won't give credit for it, so you just have to redo the whole thing to get another shot. The twist? You have to kill the stage bosses at the end of every stage too. This includes the more difficult ones of the final acts, which makes some of the most stressful boss fights in the entire game. Instead of having to backtrack through a tedious fight for every death, you have to backtrack through the entire stage before it and then do the fight again. Under the threat of having to play more Sonic Superstars, I pulled out all the stops. Over the next 3.5 hours, I knocked out stage after stage, finding golden enemies in obscure spots and clearing the stage flawlessly afterwards. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm really glad I decided to wait until the end of the playthrough to do this, because I actually got pretty good at running through most of the stages pretty quickly. Still, there were a few that tripped me up along the way, but none were more ridiculous than the final stage. A nearly 15-minute clear time from start to finish, and a third of the way through it, you can't die again. You guys know me! I'm not good enough at games for this, dude! The first run that actually made it to the final boss was going so well until it wasn't. But about 15 minutes later, the second run was almost perfect, and I finally cleared the hardest achievement in Sonic Superstars. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Gold enemy hunter. Whew. My god, dude. All right, 31 out of 39 trophies. We've got to get 100 enemies drop dash, aerial attack 100 enemies, glide defeat 100 enemies, hammer defeat 100 enemies, trips jump defeat 100 enemies, 100 medals from bonus stages, defeat 1,000 enemies. All right, so it's grind time. Yeah, this usually happens at the end of most 100% runs of Sonic games. I'll focus on using certain moves and avoid doing certain things, and then when the end of the game rolls around, I have to grind them out because I haven't used them enough to clear them naturally. First up was 100 bonus stage medals. Part of me died that day. I'm gonna hear this theme in my nightmares for the rest of my life. I barely did any stages during the normal game, so I had over 90 medals to go. You don't want to see this? I don't want to relive it. Let's just move on. After a grueling 2-hour grind of doing the same thing over and over again, I finally did the final bonus stage in Sonic Superstars. I will never do this again. Now, remember earlier when I said the Lagoon City boss would be important for achievements? Check this out. This boss spawns the highest amount of enemies on one screen in the entire game, so it's perfect for these achievements. Sonic only took a minute. Tails I ended up doing in the first stage because it was just a little bit faster. Knuckles took a few minutes, and Amy was about the same. I have no idea why, but I think Trip is bugged because she took me almost 10 minutes to finish, and then... Yes! That's it, dude! Emerald Expert. The platinum is finished, bro. Femboy Sonic isn't real. He can't hurt you. Guess again, motherfucker. It took me 20 hours to get the platinum, 100% the game. Technically, I can still do more because we've got battle mode, but the thing is nobody's playing it. Like, at all. Like, this is a weekend, prime time, all right? I'm going online right now, and we'll see how many people match up in our game. Bro, I waited until matchmaking timed out, and we got 2 people. There are a grand total of 2 real people in this lobby. This is broken. Sega, come on, man. There's like a battle ranking system, dude. How many people did they think were gonna get absorbed into this section of the game? It's so poorly made. Like, they thought this was gonna be the next Fall Guys, I think. But yeah, that's Sonic Superstars. I do think that the typical jank of Sonic games is present to some degree in this game, and 100%ing the whole game is not nearly as fun as just the first initial playthrough, which is a blast. With that said, I can pretty easily recommend this game to anyone that doesn't have the money for Mario Wonder or brain-rotted Sonic fans such as myself. It's just a pretty fun game. Sub for more and check out this video YouTube thinks you're gonna enjoy. Let me know what Sonic game I should 100% next, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, peace.